Welcome to the NAP Time podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe, smash that like button, and ring that notification bell for any future podcasts. We usually post every other Friday. I'm Alex. I'm also Robert, and this.
No, I'm Robert. Could I do a real quick intro? I need to get better at this, like we were talking about.
Okay, yeah, you should be doing the intro. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Welcome to the Nap Time podcast. The Nap Time is the time where you nap with a significant other, and that significant other is us. We're not talking cunnilingus. We're not talking anything with hands. No, we're talking good old-fashioned emotional connection. Hi, I'm Robert Lopez, and this is my co-host, Alex Salen. We currently have with us a guest named Nikki, our boy, our friend, our top tier league player, League of Legends video game player, professional leaguer, sponsored by IMDb and
G Fuel,
Gamer Fuel,
and
G Fuel.
And
speaking of Gamer Fuel, I'm gonna take a shot right now because I'm tired.
Yeah, actually, okay. I wanted to. Now that we're fucking recording, finally, I wanted to ask you. You're eating that thing straight from the fucking can, right?
Here, wait. I gotta take the powder. Well, you fucking shotgun this shit. I don't want to mix it into a cup and dirty a cup, so I'm just gonna take the powder right now. I'm just gonna
get a water bottle, Robert.
How do you not choke? You're breathing powder. Okay, he's mixing it with water. I thought you were eating the powder just straight up.
It was.
Okay, I thought he was. Ew.
You start choking, you're crying.
Yeah, I've done that. It hurts a lot because it's very acidic, apparently.
Well, Robert,
if you keep it in your mouth for more than like 3 seconds, it starts hurting really bad, and your teeth hurt really bad too.
Because I need to stay awake. What is in? That's like creatine, right? The pre-workout.
Right now, I have Mr. Hyde, the pre-workout, not sponsored. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Stuff. I've had people have near heart attacks on this shit.
Yeah,
but I think you like a fish to water.
My girlfriend pounds fucking C4.
I stand by C4. It is very good. I use that stuff when I'm at work, and it keeps me going through the day. I'm not sponsored.
Yeah, it's got fucking. None of us are fucking sponsored. I don't know why I say sponsored.
Do you pound it dry?
No,
real man?
No, I drink the stuff that comes in a can. It's pretty good.
Oh my god, you got to pound it dry. Trust me. It's like a quick powder shot, and then like maybe like a teaspoon of water from your water bottle, and just like swish it around, and you chug it down. It's all thick like syrup.
Look, my coworkers already think I'm on crack because I drink G Fuel, but you know.
Do your coworkers what the fuck do your coworkers think about you? Jesus.
Oh man, they think I'm a monster. I'll tell you that for one thing. They definitely think I'm a monster.
So what was that one thing you were telling us about? Like, eat this fry!
Oh yeah, so I I had a coworker. He was picking some frozen. He was in the frozen commodity. He comes back, and he was bagging up the stuff, and I took a second to help him with it, and then I noticed one of the packages of the frozen French fries had a hole in it, and I was like, Justin, come on, man, this bag's got a hole in it. You know better than that. And he just turns and looks at me, and he's all, listen here, and I immediately cut him off, and then I said, Justin, if you open your mouth at me with that tone again, it better be to eat one of these fries. And as I'm saying this, I'm pulling a frozen French fry right out of the bag, and I'm holding it up to his face. And so he just looks at it, and he slaps it out of my hand onto the ground, and I just pick it up, and I was like, all right, that's it, now you're fucking eating it. And I just pin it onto the wall, and I just shove it right in his mouth and make him chew it.
Powered by G Fuel.
Powered by G Fuel, man. That's how I get through my day. That's how I was able to summon the strength to pin him up at that wall and shove that French fry right in his suck hole.
It was like I had the power of God behind me, but I didn't need to go with any of that religious bullshit.
I had the power of God and anime.
You heard it, G Fuel. With the power of G Fuel, my friend Nick was able to carry on his abusive cycle.
Where's our money?
He was about to carry on his abusive tendencies. Thanks, G Fuel. You really saved the day on this one.
Oh my god. No, I don't know about G Fuel. I think that's just like normal, like pre-workout. That's just that basic energy shit, right?
It's just very mellow. It's pretty mellow. Like unlike C4, it doesn't get rid of body pains like an actual pre-workout does. So I've noticed that when I'm at work, every now and then I get body pains because I am very active when I work. I'll take a drink of the C4, but like if I'm just waking up in the morning, I'll have a mix of the G Fuel that I'll take in the mornings, and then as the day goes on, probably about after my lunch or so, that's when I'll drink a C4.
Dude, that sounds fucking smart. Yeah, I pound the shit like just I used to use it to work out, then the whole COVID crisis, and then I take like a very small spoon amount just to stay awake sometimes, but then I started using it at work because when I get back to lunch, take the break, eat the food, I get really fucking tired. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pound like a fucking whole spoon of this shit. And I go back to work and I just pick up this big 35-pound concrete breaking steel bar and I just start whacking at weeds, whacking at concrete, all this sort of shit that they tell me to break up. And that's how I fucked up my wrist, is because I didn't feel pain. I just kept hitting
Yeah,
it.
you know that's what Darrow did. He he did pre-workout. I went to go work out with him one time, and he just chugged a shit ton of fucking creatine or like pre-workout, and like his gums were bleeding.
Because that shit's so acidic.
He was biting down on his teeth so hard. His fucking gums were bleeding.
What?
Yeah, no, that is a thing. That is a thing. I think it was when I had my trip to the hospital. I guess when I was less tense, I found out that I was gritting my jaw a lot, and when I came out, my jaw was actually like in a bit of pain because I wasn't doing that anymore.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's that creatine, dude. It's like that creatine and that caffeine stuff is like.
Well, that's fucking grand.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like borderline meth.
It kind of feels like it. I feel hyped up. I feel kind of psychopathic.
It is. That's why you got to pace yourself. So that pre-workout's just meant to like get you like started.
Yeah, it's meant to get you amped, and then it keeps your body from having the pain.
I probably didn't need to just take a full scoop right now.
I just needed to get up in the morning.
Treat it like coffee. Get a serious addiction. Oh my god.
I treat it like mommy's go pills.
No, you know how dramatic the fitness instructor over at our school is, Rob? Like he fucking sat me down and he was like, Robert.
Sat you down.
He's also named Robert. So we're both Roberts. He's like, listen here, Robert. And I'm like, yeah, Robert? He's like, so Robert, I need you to fucking listen to me. You're getting amped up. You're getting fucking muscle gains. He's getting all pumped. He's like, yeah, we're going to do this, man. We're going to do this. But for a few things, I need to get your diet straight and I need to get this going. But there's also another thing that can help you out, pre-workout. But I need you to be real fucking careful, man. Because if you consume enough, not only can you have a heart attack, but you'll get mad piss crystals. I was like, Rob, what the fuck is a piss crystal? And he was like, it's like a little bit of booger sugar in your dick. And I was like, what? Because he's like very vulgar.
That's like
once you get to be his friend.
It's like a gallstone.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, it's a gallstone. It's a bladder. It's not a bladder stone. A gallstone. Yeah. He was like, you'll start getting that shit inside of you. You take it long enough. And I was like, oh shit!
I like that
he said it now.
I like that he said use it wisely, and you just pounded back a fucking scoop.
He says you got to do it over a period of like months, day in and day out. And I was like, oh shit, that sounds crazy. He's like, yeah, hurts like a bitch too. I was like, what the fuck? You suffered through this? He's like, yeah, I still got the rock in my office if you want to see it. And I was like, no. He's like, all right, you're a little bit girly, but all right.
He's such a Chad, dude. He really is a Chad Thundercock.
He's a fucking Chad Thundercock, man.
I swear.
I fucking walked into his office the other day because, I fucked up my wrist and I messaged him because everyone told me to message him. I was like, how do you deal with a wrist injury? And he was like, okay, I'm going to give you some weightlifting bracelets and I want you to use that whenever you're working out or whatever.
Oh, it's those straps?
Yeah.
You wrap them. I got one of those too.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're really handy.
He ge- he gets it to me, and he's just like fucking like doing all this sort of shit, just like, yeah, man, you need to fucking quit jerking off and all this sort of shit, man. Get a fucking girl. Come on, man, make them gains, brother. I'm just like, what the fuck? He's a man's man.
Or you could take the shortcut and just draw abs on with magic marker.
That's what I do.
That's what I do too. That's how I got my girlfriend.
It looks like a charm. Just a little bit of Photoshop, man.
With the strength of G Fuel, a little bit of Photoshop, and some magic marker, I too was able to obtain my girlfriend.
Some bad lighting.
All I needed was some bad. All I needed was light that complimented my complexion, and I too got a. All I needed was a Visa card, and I was able to get my girlfriend.
Oh my god!
All I needed was a high credit limit, and I was able to get my girlfriend. You too can have a girlfriend. All you need is a bike pump, a really high credit limit, and an Amazon account to order her.
Oh my god!
Prime, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime it 2-day shipping along with my C4 so I can get those gains.
This would be the extra energy I need when I'm pumping her, dude.
I need that extra boost whenever I'm pumping rounds into her.
It's all fine though. You could come without a condom because that shit makes you fucking sterile.
Oh man, dude. I fucking accidentally forgot to put a condom on for my girlfriend. Now she's pumping out balloons.
Okay.
She's making balloon animals.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My life's over.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if that was just me freaking out in the background and I just you hear me loading a gun?
Oh no!
You just hear me loading it.
I think the frightening thing is we couldn't stop it. We just had to sit and listen to it. And
first time in podcast history, we're going viral, man. He's taking himself out.
That'd be horrible. You guys are just listening to me, just loading the gun. I'm like, was it me? Was it me? How could this happen to me? I was so careful. Now it's all over.
Robert finishes the title with "Wait till end."
It's like
you won't believe what happens next.
It doesn't stop you from posting. It just says "Man dies on podcast must watch, not clickbait. Please click to enter giveaway."
I'll fucking do it. That sounds like some good. That's not clickbait. That's real. So I'm not a liar.
Please subscribe to enter my gift card giveaway.
Subscribe and ring that bell. I will check.
Subscribe and ring that bell. I will check. Anybody first comment gets a sliver of his brain matter in the mail. You just have to send me your address. You can have a dollop of his brain matter.
I had to fucking scrape it off the ceiling. I got past the fucking tape, the fucking police tape. I got into your grandparents' home and I was just fucking prying it off the wall.
You snap a picture of it, you make a shirt out of it, and says please subscribe, get first.
It's just a stain on the shirt. It just looks like a ketchup stain going back. Oh, shoot.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I'd pay money for that.
I'd pay money for that too. There's a lot of things I pay money for. I'd pay money for Alex's cupcake. I'd pay for the squirmels on the woman. I'd pay for a lot of things.
So you need to make that fucking cupcake, that ahigal, whatever you fucking weeboos call it.
The fucking the fucked silly face. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Fucked silly face.
That's what it's called. That's what it is.
I didn't know that's what it meant, but all right. Hell yeah.
Oh man, I kind of imagine. I still want a shirt. If I do actually do it, I kind of want you to take a picture of me dead, and it just says it's like you're like a hurricane because you got blown away.
It's morbid as fuck, and I'm 100% behind it. I'll pay for that shirt.
That's still my favorite shirt from the Alex Jones line. Is like Jeff Epstein is a lot like your Christmas lights; they don't hang themselves.
Oh my god!
I kind of wanted it for the memeability.
Oh, that motherfucker sells tactical vests on his website. It's glorious.
He does. It's great.
Oh, and I still really need you to draw that fucking like. What did we agree on, Nick? He needs to draw like squirmels, like on a woman's body.
Of squirmels, like all over a woman's body, and she's got a Nahigo face.
Like their tentacles? Hell yeah, like hentai.
Just googly eyes everywhere.
Just googly eyes, those stupid fucking eyes.
Just fucking just sweating.
Come on, man. You got to do it.
I'd be down a clown. I got so many things I want to do.
Well, that's top list. That's top tier.
It is. That is priority. It's triage right here. Those
priority.
Those are priority. That's going to be like first on my website. I got to finish up my website.
That is car decal worthy.
That is car decal worthy. I'd fucking have that on my hood like the Firebird. Just fucking beautiful, man.
My girlfriend gets so upset every time I bring that up because I'm like, I want a big old hentai babe on my fucking car, and she's like, "Don't do it, please don't do it."
Don't do it.
Does she not like that it's weeaboo, or does she not like it because it's considered cheating to some people?
No, she didn't care. We gawk at that stuff, me and her. Like we both look at it. We look at it together. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, me and her, she appreciates a fine titty. But yeah, no. What the hell was I gonna say? Okay. Have you? What's the newest movie you guys seen?
I haven't seen any movies ever since the COVID crisis. No, I haven't seen any movies since the COVID crisis. It's kind of a pain in the butt because I love going to the cinema nowadays. Yeah, the last one I saw was The Grudge.
I recommend 2 movies. I was telling Robert about it, but I just saw this. It's a horror movie with Nicolas Cage and Tommy Chong. It's called Color Out of Space. It's an adaptation of one of H.P. Lovecraft's his short stories about the meteor in the well. And it's really good. It is a really good movie, and it's kind of just interesting lore wise. It's not like super scary, but it's like it uses mostly practical effects. I thought it was a pretty good movie overall. It's like I think it's like his first directorial role since like the 70s that he came back from like the island of Dr. Moreau, but it's a really good fucking movie, and it's got Nicolas Cage in it, and he's got that over the top acting, and there's just like this moment where he's just like trying to start his car, and like he just can't because the battery's drained because the meteor drained all the battery, so they can't leave, and he's just like cocksucker, you cocksucker, cocksucker. He's like punching the car, and it's amazing. It's a really I highly recommend that movie. It's To Color Out of Space. So there's like this weird magenta color. That's the main color of like the alien. That's how you can tell it's like its influence. The color that they used in the movie, it's actually not. It's a color not perceivable by the human eye. That they decided to use. Yeah, I guess to fit that whole Cthulhu like beyond like human comprehension. But it's just a good movie. I think it was. It's a fun movie. Upgrade's another one. Have you seen Upgrade?
I have not. I don't believe I've heard of it.
It's a really good science fiction movie. So it's about like in the future where this dude, I guess it's like in the future where like robots and human augmentations are like a regular thing in technology, and the guy's just like a regular fucking mechanic, and he's just like, dude, this stuff's gay, and he's driving with his wife, and then they get in a car wreck, and his wife gets killed by like these terrorists, and then and I guess like they paralyze him from the neck down, so he's like laying there in bed like a little vegetable. He's laying there like and that's the movie. No. It's like sometimes they come in and they feed him like pudding. No. So what happens is I want to see a movie like that.
I want to see a movie like that too.
But no, he's lying there paralyzed from the neck down, and like the CEO of like this big old company is like, "Yo, I can get you to walk again, but I'm gonna put this AI in your system, and it's gonna take control of your body for you." And essentially, he uses the AI to like track his killers, and to track his wife's killers and get vengeance. And it's like throughout the whole movie, there's like scenes where he doesn't, like, he's just getting his ass whipped, and like the robot's just like, dude, let me take control. And he's like, all right, I give you control. And it's just like this over the top violence of this man just beating the shit out of this guy in his house. And it's like his head is like stabilized, and like the body's just doing the movements. Like the body's doing all the action movements, and like the head's doing like completely different things. It's amazing. It's a really good science fiction movie.
It sounds so fucking trippy and brutal.
I think at the end of the fight, he like grabs a kitchen knife, he like sticks it in the guy's mouth, and then feeds him a knee to the back of his head, and just like throws the knife right through him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude.
Metal.
It's metal.
Fucking metal.
It's metal as fuck, dude. I feel like I should have just added a spoiler warning, but like it's not like a spoiler. It's just like it's not like plot wise, but
it doesn't advance the plot.
It doesn't advance the plot. It advances like bonergasms.
It's just a cool thing.
It's just rad. It's just rad.
Oh my god, it's so fucking brutal.
Yeah, dude, it's good. Both those movies have really good practical effects.
I'm a fan of practical effects.
I am too. There's just something cool about it.
Speaking of filmos, the other day I was thinking about the stupid commercial I made for my college class a long time ago. You guys know the one that I procrastinated on all the way up until the last day, literally, and then we pulled it off in 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Robbie's magnum opus to the world.
My magnum opus.
when we introduced Robert Lopez to the world.
Oh, his magnum opus. Can you imagine if that's all you're known for, Robert?
Be like, hey, you're that one guy. Oh, you know me from my YouTube? No. That was a commercial
Bobby
you
Lopez.
did, right?
Bobby Lopez.
Hey, Bobby.
Where's your DVD?
Do the thing. Say, buy my DVD. What was that? What was it all about? I forget. The whole video.
That was about. It was about your instructional DVD.
Man, I was thinking about it. We could have done so much with it if I didn't want to cut it down to 30 seconds. I was like thinking about it. I was like, we could actually remake this and it would be good.
If you just didn't fuck around for like 30 years.
I know. I'm still bad at procrastination, but I think we hit gold with that. Is very cringeworthy, but in a good sense. I got an A+.
Oh man, dude, can you imagine someone just like, he's like, Robert Lopez, and you're like, yeah, I'm so glad. Do you recognize me from my hit Nickelodeon series that won a daytime Emmy? Nah, dude, where's the DVD?
My DVD, man.
My DVD.
Man, Robert, what would you do if some random guy comes up to you and he's just like, "Where's your DVD, man?" And you're like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then he shows you that old commercial. What would you do in that case, Robert?
I'd be very put off. And if I actually did anything else with my life after this point, which I hope to do later, but fuck it. If someone comes up to me and is just like, hey, you did that DVD commercial, I'd just be like, go fuck yourself, man.
And they're just like, dude, can I have your autograph? Buy my DVD. No, you know what would be even scarier? How would you feel if you're like, hey, that's like some dude like was walking up and they're like, hey, that's the guy. that's the guy. And you're like, oh, do you recognize me from my hit TV show? And you're like, no. And he pulls up like an I Watch People Die, and it's like a video of you like stomping on my chest. Like it's a video of you stomping on my chest till I die, and you've never done that before. Would that scare you?
Oh, that would horrify me. I'd be like, I need to go fucking pray or something.
like you're just sawing off my legs or something.
Oh my god, what would you do? That's like some horror movie bullshit. Oh my fucking god, I'd piss myself and I'd be like, I need to go call Dalen. I need to go call Alex, man.
And that's what sets it all in
Where
motion.
the fuck's he's at?
That's what sets it all in motion.
Oh, it's like a future prophet video. I fucking come in and I'm just like, Alex, what are you doing? And I just see you banging my mom or some shit. And I'm like, it's set up perfectly to where like it's exactly like the film. Like the fireplace in the background's right there, and I got the shoes on. I got the pants. I'm just like, okay.
I'm naked. I'm like buck naked. I'm
Okay.
like throwing stuff at you. You're like smacking it to the side. You just start stomping on my chest. That'd be a good short film.
That would be.
I could get behind that. I could definitely get behind that.
I'd fucking watch that.
That sounds like a great plot.
Yeah, it does.
He just loops back to get my chest stomped in.
You're just screaming something like, "No, Daddy, no!
You're
Please!"
His chest caved in.
getting my chest caved in, getting it crunched like a bag of Doritos.
Oh God.
No, Robbie, no!
No, Daddy, no, Dad, no, Robbie, no.
I only see darkness now.
Oh my God.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that short film.
Yeah, I'd watch that too.
100%. Absolutely.
I'd pay for the $20 of popcorn.
Like $20 worth of popcorn. I'm gonna fucking sit here and I'm gonna rewatch it over and over for like 5 hours.
Do you imagine someone did that? Someone was just that big of a fan of Bobby Lopez's instructional DVD that he watched it like a madman for 5 hours.
That'd be frightening, especially because it was only like 30 seconds.
That'd be very scary. That's
Yeah.
a mental issue.
That's like 120 times he watched it.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, that is a big red flag.
Oh my God.
It's your teacher. It's your teacher, Rob. It's your professor.
Oh gosh.
Robbie, I just want you to let you know, man, I fucking love you. I just it's like you're going places, man. Be like, oh, thanks, sir. That's so kind. No, you don't understand. It's you and me against the world.
Oh my god.
Sir. Come on, just say it once. Say what? Buy my DVD.
He gets close to your ear too.
You get all close to your ear.
Buy my DVD.
Just say it once. Just say it once. Don't look down. All yours. Don't look down. Just look me in the eyes. Come on, just say it once. Buy my DVD.
Can you imagine that if you walk by you every time and he's just like, hey, buy my DVD. Hey, Robert.
Hey!
Rob.
This becomes Robert's
Rob.
own existential hell.
Bobby. God damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby. I told you to look at me.
Bobby. What are you kids like? You guys watch King of the Hill? You watch it?
I'll catch you tomorrow.
I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll get your DVD tomorrow. I'll buy it from you. And then he calls you at like 3 a.m. And he's like, I was just checking if you're sleeping. You finished that DVD yet? I got you. You're best friends, huh? Yeah, that's right. Me and you're best friends. And he comes by. Every time he comes into class, he's got like a little portrait of you and him, but you're like photoshopped in. He like puts it on the desk.
Yo, Bobby, I got this picture of you. How the fuck did you get that picture? Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. We need to take a real one, though. You know, I'm good at Photoshop. I can show you a few tricks or something. But hey, crazy idea. What if we just as a joke, just joking, just did it naked?
Your eyes are closed. Your eyes are closed. He did it while you were sleeping, and it's like one of those, how those usual thought girls. They take pictures of them like naked, like half naked in like bed, and they're like giggling, and they have like the shh. That's what he's doing, and he's like right by you.
Oh God, I'd have to do something. This school doesn't listen to people too. They just be like, okay, so he's acting a little crazy, as you say. Wink, wink.
You say.
Anyway, we're gonna need you to just lay off of him. He just sounds like he's going through some stuff. Either that, or you're going through some stuff. Anyway, have a good day.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Oh man, it looks like Robert's jumping onto the Me Too movement like the needy human being he is.
That's frightening.
Crying for wolf, huh, Bo Peep?
Frightening.
Huh, Bo Peep? You crying for wolves? You crying for wolves? You wolf crying? Sounds like you're wolf crying. Do I have to get the dean?
Get the dean, please.
Do I have to get the dean? The dean comes in. He's like, "Who's this little baby crying wolf? Wham, baby, wham."
Where? Meanwhile, the teacher's in the corner just twerking his nipples. It hurts when I twist them. You see, he's just a good guy, just trying to have a good time. What the fuck is your problem, Robert? Jesus, he's your professor. Show him some fucking respect. He's your elder.
Oh, it's like that movie Ma. Have you ever seen Ma?
I wanted to watch it. It looked rather interesting.
It's a really good movie.
No, I've never seen it.
That
sounds like a dope ass premise.
So it's about this like lady. She's like 40, and like she starts enticing these kids to like party in her basement. Like she's like, "Hey, you guys want to come by? I'll go buy you beer and stuff like that." And then like she calls the cops on them and makes them think like nowhere's safe except for her basement. So she like manipulates it into their basement, and then she just starts like enacting like apparently like she just starts fucking doing like crazy shit and just being a psychopath.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like she starts stalking them and shit like that.
Y'all enjoy it here at Mars.
Yeah. And there's another movie that's similar like that's called Greta. It's with Chloe Grace Moretz. Chloe Grace Moretz.
No, my crush.
Dude, that's my crush, dude. She's fucking hot. My girlfriend's gonna hear that one part. I don't care.
That old Betty could go fuck yourself.
That's awful.
I loved her up until the moment she told me she was pregnant. Then I was just like, no, that's not the one for me.
No, I'd stick with her. I feel like though, I feel like if it was that early, I feel like she'd probably like clap my ears with like frying pans or something, and it would just become like a.
You just come out all fucked up, just like, hello, honey. How is Bean today? How is the BB?
She gives me a lobotomy.
She's like, you ain't going nowhere, short stack.
She's amazing. I love talking to her because we always find the weirdest things to joke about. Because I was just talking about the Apple Watch, and she's like, "Watch, you're gonna return it because it doesn't have a Mickey Mouse arm watch. It doesn't have Mickey Mouse watch arms." And then we started riffing about like me just buying $500 worth of Mickey Mouse watch arms and gluing it to my watch.
You're just muttering to yourself, it's not a bad purchase if I can make it better. Everything's gonna be all right, Mickey, my boy.
Yeah, I'd take my girlfriend over Chloe Grace Moretz any day.
That's not you, Mickey. You're better than that. You're just shouting that to yourself. You're better than that, Mickey. You're crying. She's just like, yeah, honey. Yeah, you're doing good.
Oh, but I meant to say about Greta. Greta has like a similar premise. It's like about this lady who it's about this waitress, and she's like she just came in from like the big. She came in from like a rural village or something like that, or like a small town, and she made it to the big city. And she finds a purse on like a subway tram, and she returns it to this lady, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much for returning it. Oh, it's so lonely without when my daughter died." And then it just like, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And they start getting like a personal relationship, and it just turns like really, really creepy. And it just starts getting the lady starts getting real fucking possessive and like stalkerish, and that was a pretty good movie.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, it turns and like the whole twist is I'm not gonna tell you. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you the twist, but like
With a twist.
no, it's like a good movie. Yeah,
With a twist.
The Visit.
Oh my lord! I can't with that movie, man.
I heard you're not a big fan of germs. Smacks fucking diaper on his face.
I heard you're not a big fan of germs.
What the fuck?
I like
Did
that
Did you
actually
ever
movie.
watch
happen
that,
to me?
Robert?
No.
Have you seen it?
Oh
No.
my lord!
Fuck it. I'm just gonna spoil it because that movie's like 10 years old.
You go for it, man.
So the Visit's like about two kids and their mom, and the mom hasn't seen her parents in like a long time, and so like after their dad left, like it left the kids like traumatized and like broken, and like the family's kind of broken. So she's like, I'm just gonna reconnect with my parents again so I can go like on a cruise. So they send the kids off to meet their estranged grandparents, and like the grandparents are real fucking weird. Like it starts out kind of like odd at first, but then it gets really like dangerous for the kids. Like the grandma at night, she like would scratch at the door and like naked and like hold like a knife to them, like and try to get into the door to kill them because they locked it. And the dad and the grandpa would get like extremely violent and like shit himself and like wear diapers and stuff like that and forget where he is. And then like finally like the whole twist of the movie is so like they like during correspondence with their mom, the camera got like shit all over it. And at the climax of the movie, they finally got like the camera like undone, like fixed. And they're like, "Oh yeah, here's grandma and pop." And like she's like, the mom's like, "Who the fuck are those people?" And she's like, "Those aren't your grandparents." And like it turns out like the old people they've been staying with were like two escaped like psych ward patients who like murdered their actual grandparents, like just bashed their brains in with like a hammer and like hit them in a fucking dumpster
In the basement.
in the basement. Yeah, in the dumpster in a basement. And they were gonna kill the kids next. And it's just like me and Nick's favorite scene. So like the kids have like psychological problems from like their dad bailing on them. Like the son has like is a huge germaphobe, and like the daughter can't look at herself in the mirror anymore, and like they blame themselves for like their dad leaving. But like at one point the grandpa just like has the kid like paralyzed in fear, and he walks up to him and he's like, I heard you're not a big fan of germs. And he smacks like a shitty diaper right in his face and starts smearing it.
What?
It's so messed up because like that whole scene, the kid's paralyzed with fear. Like, the old guy literally just takes it off. Like he's like sitting there undoing his pants and everything. He pre-shit himself right there. He's like, I heard you're not a fan of germs, and he just like slowly puts it on his face and he just smears it all over. The kid's just standing there letting it happen.
Oh, what the fuck?
and then finally that kid snaps because like his sister's in danger with the old man, and like he fucking charges at the old man, body slams him, and he was like reciting like football lines. He's like, 42, hot, blue 42. It's
Yeah,
it's
he
a
was saying some
dog.
weird stuff, and then he's like, he starts like, I don't remember how he does it, but he pins the old guy between like a refrigerator door, and like he starts slamming the guy between the refrigerator doors.
Oh my god!
Pushes his head in with the fucking refrigerator door.
Oh my god!
Like that movie was it was completely the opposite of what I was expecting it to be, but it was a gem in its own way.
This sounds like a fucking gem. How did it end? Like, what was the scene before it like cut to credits?
I don't remember. I don't remember that. See, I think the kids end up reuniting with the mom, and that's it. That's all I can really recall from the ending.
So wait, at what point were they like, "Oh, these aren't your grandparents"?
Because Alex, wasn't it that didn't the old people didn't they escape? Like in the end, like they just never found them.
No, those old people are dead, dude. They found him in the basement, and then like also the parent, like
No, not the grandparents, but the psych ward.
oh no, they got stabbed. Like the daughter, like stabbed her with a glass shard.
That's right, because the old lady attacked her when the room went dark. That part actually creeped me out.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty unsettling part. Like that, I got real nervous. And then the old dude got his fucking face bashed in. Yeah, that was.
Oh my god.
There were some pretty kind of disturbing scenes, like leading up to like when you figure out that they're not who they seem to be. Like there's a scene where the grandfather's like he's in a barn and the little kid's like watching him and he's filming him, and it looks like he's putting a shotgun in his mouth.
Oh yeah, he's like
And
loading
then-
the shotgun. He's like putting it in his mouth.
And then all of a sudden, the little kid like makes him aware that he's there, and then he turns around and looks at him, and he's just like, "I was just cleaning it."
Oh yeah, no, and there's like they hinted to it like throughout the movie when the lady came over with the apple pie, and she's like, "I haven't seen your grandparents in like a few days," and then like she comes by again, and she's like arguing with them, and like the next scene after that, she's like hanging from a tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy
What the
movie.
fuck?
Honestly, if you get a chance, Robert, I'd give it a watch because it gives a good laugh in its own sense of humor. But it was not what I was expecting it to be.
Oh god, I don't know how good I do with horror movies.
It's not even really that serious. Honestly, the most unsettling parts in there are the parts with the grandma where she's like, when she's doing her weird shit at night, when she's
She does
running
some-
around the house naked. There's a scene that's like a night camera that the kids end up setting up to watch her, and she's like it's like a time lapse of her wandering around the house doing weird shit, and then there's like a quick little jump scare in there. It's not even like a super creepy one, but it was really unsettling just to see the whole thing going down.
Oh god.
But it's
Okay.
like it was the cheesiest of jump scares, but for the whole sense of it did its job. I believe it got Alex to jump.
It did actually. It did spook me. Was it that scene where they're playing board games and he's like, "It's a Milton Bradley approved strategy." The game was made by Hasbro.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
What?
and he got upset over that.
yeah, they're like playing Yahtzee, and he's like, "That's a Milton Bradley approved strategy," and he's like, "No, that's Hasbro," and he got real pissed. He's like, "Liar," and like the lady starts like he like shits himself in the middle of it, and everybody's getting real like awkward, and it's getting real uncomfortable, and like
That's right. That's what sets off the climax, huh?
Yeah,
With
and the
board
old
game.
yeah, and the old lady starts fucking nervously like fast eating cookies, and then she like grabs the dice, throws it down, and like she just slaps the table and goes, "Yahtzee!"
Yahtzee!
Yeah, it was like a high pitched scream. I was like, "Oh shit!" It was M. Night Shyamalan's first movie back since
Oh my
like
god. This sounds. Oh, that just sounds fantastic.
it was a good movie for like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. That was his first movie back. I thought it was good.
Oh my god. Okay, so what would you do? I'm gonna give you the scenario. You're fucking in your house. Your grandparents are taking care of you. That shit goes down. But these are absolutely your grandparents. They're fucking gunning for you. They're sparing shit in your face. What you gonna do? You take them down? You gonna kill them?
I'll fight him.
Yeah, I'll fight him.
I'll fight them.
I'll fucking lay him out.
I'll be like, Grandpa. I love you. I love you to death, and that's why I gotta fucking put you down.
I know you're not. I heard you're not a big fan of germs. I just
It just be like, I've had enough of your shit, Grandpa.
what would you do that if you were
Literally.
sleeping? What would you do if you woke up to that?
Oh, I'd be horrified. Like, to be honest, I'd be petrified at first, until I gained my senses.
Yeah, I'd be stunned. I'd be stunned if someone threw like a shitty diaper in my face like as soon as I woke up. Oh, what was it? I was telling.
I'd be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, what the fuck is this? I'm actually not a big fan of germs.
I don't know why that line still makes me
That-
laugh to this
that-
day.
That line makes me laugh because it's almost got a weird comedic timing to it.
It does.
Oh my god, that sounds so horrifying.
That whole scene is just it's too much, man. Just
It is,
like
dude.
you see him like he bears down. Like he bears down and then pulls it out. He's like, I heard you're not a big fan of germs.
We
It was
should have
just
watched.
right on his face.
It's fucking amazing. We should have watched more horror movies together, Nick.
Oh man.
We should have fucking watched more movies together.
Oh my god. Actually, there was this one horror movie, I think it was relatively old, that I just watched a synopsis about on YouTube. It's about a man who was raped by his uncle, goes back to reconcile and to get rid of his puppet, which is a puppet he made out of roadkill and like a dead person's head. And it looks like a spider with a person's head, and it looks really real. And it comes to life eventually, or at least maybe it's just in his mind. They leave it open for interpretation.
Interesting.
And he has to deal with his uncle, and it's like fucking creepy as shit. And he like goes and he wanders near like his old school, and he's like looking at kids and shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch the synopsis. The image alone is fucking horrifying.
Fucking. What was that movie we watched that one? Have you seen The Circle?
Why does that sound familiar?
That's the one with the aliens and like they're laser beamy like those people that are stuck
I remember
in that
I told
fucking...
you about that one, huh? And
Yeah,
then I made
dude.
you watch it.
I watched it, dude. I saw it and I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Oh, hey, it's got Hermione.
It was the most like I don't even know how I found that movie. I think I was just like flipping through. I saw Would You Rather, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw The Circle, and I was like, this seems interesting. It seems like something I'd watch.
Have you seen that one, Rob?
No, I don't think I have.
That one's like, I think it's like 36 people, and they're all, so it's like they wake up in like this alien spaceship, and they're all confined to like these little circles that they have to stand on, and every so often, like I guess like at a fixed interval in time, a laser goes off and kills one of them, and they can vote who gets killed next through majority vote, and it's just and it just shows how like it shows how shitty people are, because then they start attacking each other's like race, social status, and just like all this other stuff, and like they're just fucking turning on each other like fucking animals. And
Oh,
it's
like
amazing.
the one with the little girl, and they're like that little girl could have. They're like asking her how she does in school.
Yeah, they're like she does poorly in school. I know. I'm a teacher. She does poorly in school. We should kill her next. I was like, fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It
Oh
really,
my God.
like, it's interesting just, like, to think about how humans probably, they most likely will get like that if you put them in that sort of situation. They will do that. They'll turn on each other like rats in a fire.
Yeah, dude, they'll start doing like self-preservation. Like they'll go into self-preservation mode. But like then there's just like, but then there's just like some scenes, like some of those people don't participate and they just jump off and they just kill themselves. They just die.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate in killing anyone. They just fucking jump off. And then there's just like one. He's like, he's an immigrant. He's a Mexican. What do you mean? What are you gonna do? All he does is take up space. We should kill him next. He doesn't speak English. I was like, fuck.
Oh, and what is that? That thought of psychology. It's the drip effect of responsibility or some shit. It's something about responsibility where if you get like 1,000 people and they all push a button to kill one man, no one feels guilty because they're like, well, 999 other people did it, so I'm just an odd man out.
Yeah, it's just that weird politics, though. It's just that weird fucking politics behind that. It's a really good movie. I liked it.
That sounds like such an interesting fucking premise. Does it does it end with like explaining why the aliens are doing that?
It's
Mm,
not
it's kind of like
sorta.
a repopulation type, like a reseeding the Earth type
Yeah,
storyline. Like in the end, it just felt like it was kind of rushed at that part. Like they just kind of like threw that in there for
yeah,
whatever the hell.
yeah. It was. It didn't. That part didn't really feel fleshed out. It was kind of more of like a kind of like a judge of like how far are you willing to go to save your own life, kind of like thing.
What the
Yeah, and there's
fuck?
a twist at the end. I won't spoil it for you, but there's a slight twist at the end. Because one of the people do eventually make it out. There are survivors through it. But the ending part of when he makes it out is it's kind of dark.
Oh, and it's got Tom Hanks too. Holy fuck.
Wait, no, it doesn't.
Does it? I don't
Yeah.
recall these big names. It didn't seem like it was a big name.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
No, I think you might have a different movie.
I'm looking at a different movie. What the fuck?
Because this
You
one
said
was
it's The
the one
Circle,
that was
right?
on. Yeah.
oh, I think it's without the. It's just circle. I was gonna say it doesn't have fucking Emma Watson.
I did not recall
I'm
it
only
having.
seeing The Circle.
No, just circle. It should just show up.
Yeah, I just typed in circle and it came up.
Yeah, circle.
Okay, I
movie.
think I see it now. What the fuck?
Yeah, I highly recommend that. It's a good movie.
Yeah, all the character names for the cast is literally the college guy, the wife, Eric, tattooed man, woman, young man, and the lesbian.
Oh yeah, they started bringing that lady's sexuality into. She's like, "You got a kid?" She's like, "Yeah, with my wife." He's like, "See, they don't make good parents, anyways." I was like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy, like the depths that people will go to save themselves.
That's morbid as fuck.
"Yeah, it's a good science fiction movie."
I'll have to check it out. But for now, I think we've come to a close. This is the perfect time. We talked about movies. We talked about, I don't know, fucking making people eat French fries. We've grown as people and as individuals. And I think we've learned a lot and taught others a lot.
I'm at a Tic Tac.
Just shotgun some energy powder, man. Come on. Fucking be resourceful.
I'm at a Tic Tac.
I'm sorry about that. Well, thank you, Nick, for being a guest on this podcast. You were one of the most entertaining people I fucking know.
Oh, that's good to hear. That does a big boost for my ego.
Yeah, you're our first guest. We were fishing at the bottom of the barrel. We found you.
Sweet.
We got that.
I'm glad to see I was still in the barrel.
Join us next time as we interview an actual dying animal. This has been the Nap Time Podcast. Click like, hit subscribe, and violently smash that subscribe button. And make sure to ring that notification bell like you would with a ferret on Benadryl.
Well, thank you. Thanks for that.
Fair enough.
Like a ferret on fucking Benadryl?
Do you know where he got that from?
Nope.
Do you want to know where he got that from?
What? Where'd you get that from?
Damn it, we did record. Okay. Yeah.
Do you know where he got that from? You're gonna hate this, Robert.
What? Tell me.
Oh, so my girlfriend, right? She adopted these ferrets. They're rescues, right? And one of them has cancer in its little legs. And she's come to the conclusion that it's not going to live right, or she's going to have to put it down. She can't really afford to put it down, so she heard that one of the things that people do with their ferrets when they have to put them down is they give them Benadryl and toss them in a freezer.
What?
Or they just They just give them Benadryl so it'll make them sleepy, and then they do whatever they want to just put them out of their misery. And like,
just ring them.
Continue.
You just do like the thing with the towel where you twist it up and you just slap it out.
You just whip crack it like a Castlevania whip. You just fucking wring it like a wet towel.
Oh my god, what did she do?
What did
Tell
she
me.
do? No, okay, so this is what she opted to do with. She is gonna give it something to make it sleepy, and she's gonna put it in a Rubbermaid tub, and then she's gonna put a bowl of water and some dry ice in it, and then she's gonna use the carbon dioxide to basically it's gonna give it carbon dioxide poisoning, so it's gonna die in its sleep.
Yeah, fuck taking it into a vet. This is easier.
It's cheaper.
It's definitely euthanasia approved. This is how I'm gonna deal with Sugar when she gets there.
I told Danny, I was like, listen, if Oatmeal gets sick or she needs to be put down, I got a pillow sack. I'll put the fucker in there and fucking David and Goliath that fucker.
Wait, so did it work for her?
She hasn't told me yet. I believe she hasn't even done it yet. She unfortunately does have to put down her dog. We'll leave it at this. I told her she can't have any more animals. She's not allowed to have any more animals.
Why? Did she cause the cancer?
No, she didn't cause the cancer. It's the fact that she had to put down one dog because it mauled another dog.
Oh yeah,
so it mauled one of her little dogs, so she had to put that little dog down because it wasn't gonna live, and so she had to put the other one down because it mauled it, and obviously it was a threat to anything little now. And then she has another one, and it just recently charged her kid, and so she's gonna put that one down too. There's no chance of rehoming it because it attacked a puppy also. Yeah, I just told her she's not allowed to have any more animals.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna stop recording now.
She's got the ferrets.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.